Hello and good morning. This is Natasha. I am back again. I hope you guys are doing well. Just wanted to come with another video moment. I am again getting ready for work. This is my process. Trying to just spend some time gathering my thoughts before I get going for work. And today, this past week, I would say, just really kind of processed through some things. And I was listening to a message by Sarah Jakes Roberts that really touched me. And it was talking about kind of pushing through the pain and focusing on what the ultimate goal is for your life. So the kind of thought that has been in my mind is really how your purpose has to be more than your pain, which means it has to be more of a priority. I've been going through a lot of transitions, I should say, in my life, and I've kind of taken a back seat on a lot of things and just not doing a lot of the things that I used to do. I had spent a lot of time building my website and writing blogs. And I kind of just stopped doing a lot of that. And I think it was necessary in that season to really be able to focus on myself and the things that I was dealing with personally and finishing up a lot of responsibilities that I have professionally. Um, but I'm seeing that I'm still kind of in that autopilot mode and I need to really refocus myself. And even though I am still dealing with different things, understanding that what God has called me to do, my purpose, my passion, my desire to help other people, it has to outweigh my desire to sit in my pain, sit in my problems, sit in this transitional period. So, in my kind of journey, one thing that I've noticed that I am passionate about is helping ministers, helping pastors, helping churches normalize the conversation with mental health. And again, I am a licensed counselor. I am not speaking to you as your counselor. It's just me kind of venting, kind of providing some insight, and hopefully starting the conversation to normalize using mental health. So I have to just put that disclaimer out there. However, my passion is really I want to be able to educate, like I said, ministers, churches, specifically in the African American community, on what it means to take care of your mental health. What does it mean to deal with mental health issues and what does that look like? So that's really kind of been a goal of mine. And in scrolling um, through social media, just seeing that there are ministers out there, there are mental health professionals out there. I just saw a post yesterday that guy who was over the mental health section of his university um, committed suicide. And that it's unfortunate that people are hurting in this way. It's unfortunate that even those who are involved in being the voice for mental health for other people struggle with problems like this. Um, so it was kind of a wake up call for me that I've been taking a back seat. And in taking a back seat, I haven't been doing what I know I have been called to do. So that was kind of my alarm bell in regards to just taking a putting my own stuff, and it's not ignoring it. It's putting my stuff and looking at it for what it is. It's very minimal when you compare it to lives that are being lost on a daily basis. So for me, it was kind of that moment where and even in doing this, videos process, it's saying, okay, Natasha, you're going through your stuff, but your life is bigger than that. And I really just wanted to share this with whoever may be watching this video to understand that your life is bigger than whatever the situation that you're dealing with. And I do think that it is important to face your struggles and your issues and your problems. It's important to work through and process through your pain. However, in the midst of going through your pain, you have to go through it, which means you can't stay stagnant. You can't just sit in it. You really have to propel yourself even when you don't feel like it. And that's hard. And I know that from experience. But I think in doing what you're called to do, doing what your passion is, it'll keep you motivated to push through your pain. It'll keep you energized to have the strength to get through your own stuff. I can be having the worst day, but when I take time to give back to others, not only does that encourage me, but it gives me the opportunity to see straightforward that my stuff may not be as big as what I'm making it out to be. So that has been on my mind, and it really is a wake-up sign that I need to get back on the ball in regards to reaching out to churches, trying to put together forums, just to kind of get that conversation going on the importance of taking care of mental health. So I don't know what your passion is. I don't know what your plan is, and I don't know whatever the struggle, pain, difficulties that whoever may be listening to this is dealing with. But I do know that sitting in it and not moving forward isn't going to make whatever you're dealing with better. And I know that from experience, and I am speaking to myself as much as I am speaking to whoever may be watching this. It's a matter of pushing through it, getting through it, knowing, and just I think knowing and encouraging yourself that you can get through it, that you can put whatever you're dealing with into proper perspective, and know that whatever you're dealing with doesn't own your life. It doesn't own your story. And a lot of times, that is when the most progress, the most impact comes from, when people see and know that you're going through something and that you're able to push through it and focus on giving back to others. That is something that can be an example and a blessing to someone else. So in this just kind of journey that I'm dealing with, and I know I've shared in previous videos, that this project, I don't really know what to call it, but in doing these videos, I want to be able to start the dialogue, to be able to start the conversation, to know that it is safe and okay to have conversations about struggles that people are going through. No one is immune to life struggles. No one is immune to stressors in life. No one is immune to problems in life. It's just a matter of how you respond to it. And a lot of times, problems come as a distraction. Problems come as a wake-up call. Problems can come as a motivator to get you off your butt and do what you need to do. And I think that has definitely been something that I have noticed in my own personal life, that I've been going through what I've gone through in my life. It gives me compassion to want to stand with someone else as they go through their stuff. So the things that you're going through, it may be that thing that propels you forward to look at the bigger picture and touch more people outside of yourself. So stand firm in knowing that no experience is wasted. And I always say that. We may not understand why we go through the things that we go through. We may not like it. Most of the time we won't like it. But I think in understanding that no experience is ever wasted. Your pain is not wasted. Those problems that you're dealing with is not a waste. It's saying, okay, what can I gather from this experience? What can I learn from this pain? And how can I teach this to someone else? How can I let my life be an example to someone else? So that's kind of what's been on my mind. It's like, okay, how can your purpose overweigh your pain? How can your purpose be more meaningful than your pain? Because ultimately, your pain feeds your purpose. Your pain is what's going to keep you moving towards your purpose if you let it, and you don't let it knock you down and make you stagnant. So I am trying to do what I know that I am supposed to do. I'm working on these videos. I need to sit down and really look at how do I get everything up and running in regards to getting everything posted. Um, Also, wanting to get back to writing. I love to write. I enjoy it, but it's easy to get distracted and say, oh, it doesn't really matter. No one's going to listen to it. No one cares. But I know that there is a reason for everything that I've personally gone through. And if I can give that to someone else as a lesson, as a motivator, that if I can get through it, you can get through it too, then that is something that I really need to take seriously and get back on top of. And then the third thing, which I mentioned, was really trying to get back on the ball and connecting with churches and really trying to be that voice and be that support and be that, liaison for ministers and people in the church to really normalize mental health and spirituality. Bless me. So those are some things that I am personally working on, and I want to encourage you, whatever that thing is that is in the back of your head that that you're supposed to be doing. I encourage you to take the stand, take the faith walk. Take that time to say, okay, I know that things are not easy. I know that I am going through struggles, but there is a bigger purpose. But there is a reason. But there's lessons to be learned. But there are people behind me that I can help through this same thing. Right now, I think we're going through this transition in mental health where it is being more normalized, more talked about, and those who are at the front line, you and I, the people who are interested in learning and taking that leap of faith to go to their first counseling session, we are the trailblazers for our generation. We're the trailblazers for the generations that's coming after us to say, taking care of your mental health is necessary. It's not optional. Just the way you take care of your physical health, you have to do the same with your mental health. So I encourage you, wherever you are in your little corner of the world, to take your own personal stand, to take care of yourself first, but to also utilize the things that you've gone through in order to help someone else. So that is my little soapbox for today. I hope that someone out there gets something from this and that this will be a motivation for me. I put it out there in the atmosphere, and a lot of times just talking about it will help you hold yourself accountable. So I am trying to do that as far as planting this seed in order to hold myself accountable, because I know that life is hard. I mean, that's just plain and simple. No one is immune from difficulties. And I saw a post yesterday, and it said, being broke is hard, being rich is hard. Which hard do you want? So in life, it's saying life is going to be hard. You're going to go through struggles and difficulties. But do you want to use your struggles and difficulty to propel you forward and get you to a better place, which is hard? Or do you want to stay stuck and stagnant? Because that is hard as well. So which hard do you want? Which difficulty do you want? Which struggle do you want? Do you want to just stay stuck in the pain and the hurt and the disappointments? Or do you want to move yourself forward and get out of that and get someone else behind you through it as well? So, couple takeaways I hope you get is your purpose has to overweigh or outweigh your pain. It has to be a priority over your pain. And then, which hard do you want? Do you want the hard of being stuck or the hard of moving forward, because both of them are difficult. You just have to choose which one is going to be more beneficial for you. So I like this sparkly. So I am going to finish getting ready for work. I pray and I hope that not only for me, like I said, this is kind of my video diary, and I'm really trying to start the conversation, and that by being vulnerable and being open and being honest and saying just because I have degrees and licensures does not make me immune to life. I hope that someone else can do the same. Someone else can kind of shed that mask and be vulnerable and tell their story in order to be a blessing to someone else. So I hope and pray that you have a great day, that you have a great week, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.